Spider, Ben Riley. Something's going on in the distance. It's a box. I think that's what the kids would call a dream reference. Woo! Excuse me, sir and madam, and other person in this room with me. Ooh, I'm very excited. Alright, here we go. It's time for everyone's favorite show. What's in the box that Jaden already opened? Hey, I know, okay, so fun fact, I wasn't going to open this box, but then I got a surprise box from the people over at Big Bad Toy Store. They sent me a Black Noir figure. I don't even really watch the boys like that, but, you know, I kind of dig Black Noir's design, despite the fact that it's so basic. So, I mean, I was kind of all for it, you know? I'm sure I'll find something to do with him. He's like a cool little guy. Probably throw him one of my stop motions or something that I've, you know, yet to put out still. I know you guys want Dragon Knight Part 3. I'm working on it. I swear. I know it's been almost 3 years. Give a brother some time. You guys gotta look at it this way. I can give you half-baked and rushed, or a finished fan film movie. Scarlet Spider! Scarlet Spider, Ben Riley. Something's going on in the distance. It's a box. It's a figure. The figure has multiple heads. You can see them all right here. The figure has multiple hands. Great paintwork. Sculpting. Lovely. Amazing. Back of the box. Look, the back of the box. So bright. So colorful. So turquoise. So edgy. So... I can't do this voice impression anymore. If you guys haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse yet, that was kind of my intentions with that impression there. Probably gonna have to add some kind of like cool edgy music, because without music I know that probably sounded real cringy. And I know I'm usually cringy all the time, but like, I'm also into the turquoise. We've gotten a lot of we've gotten a lot of Spider-Man boxes from maffex that are kind of samey. So I like that they went with turquoise for this one. I know that has nothing to do with the figure, it's just the box, but let me enjoy the bot. Whatever, let's open it. I don't usually do Spider-Man reviews because I typically just like to open it and touch it and mess with it and play with it and take pictures of it. But I mean, you know, I figured I'd do something a little different today. Forgot there's tape on the... Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Wait, hold on, I can't... Oh, I got it. That took way too long. Goodness gracious, I need to hit the gym. Oh, gosh! It smells like spray paint and marker. So here is Ben Riley out of the packaging, and I gotta say, man, it's pretty good. I mean, it's the same mold we're used to, from what I can tell. It's the same Spider-Man mold. maffex has reused this mold, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this will be their 6th time, right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 times using this body mold. That's insane. But I mean, it's not bad. I was originally gonna pass on this guy because I already have the sensational Ben Riley, which is, depending on which era of this character you're familiar with, that's the costume you're used to seeing him in. This is arguably his more recognizable design, I would say. And I mean, there's just not much to it. I mean, he's a lot of red, full red bodysuit, no web pattern. blue sleeveless hoodie, spider logo off to the side, belt for the web cartridges, exposed web shooters, and I think these are supposed to be extra web shooters down here, like little cartridges for him. He's just this is a very, like, early Spider-Man design. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. And again, I was gonna pass on this guy, but then I saw Across the Spider-Verse, and my goodness, did this guy make me want to get this guy. My pre-order was already in for him, but like, just something about this design to me. I just love this design so much more. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the design that most people would say this is the better design because it was the one that didn't ruin their childhood growing up and also kind of ruined Peter's character. I'll get into all that. But let's talk about all his accessories. He's got his open palm hands. He just fell into a smokestack. Oh my god! If you got that reference, congratulations, you're old. I just love the way this guy looks, man. Just something about him looks so good. He also comes with a pair of relaxed hands. Also, fun fact, it is a common misconception that Ben Reilly always dyes his hair blonde. In fact, Ben Reilly dyeing his hair blonde was not a thing that was done until later, because that was when he became an established character in comics, and they needed to differentiate him and Peter, with more than just their costumes, which they were obviously not going to be wearing all the time. The relaxed hands are perfect for him comprehending his existence, given the fact that everything he's believed and, thinks is clearly a lie, because he has to be burdened with the thought and fact that he's not the real one, when in all reality, all Ben really wants is a hug. Or we can just bring his character back after a couple of years, completely ruin him, kill him off again, only to immediately undo that, and then make him a really stupid villain. But he'll have a dope costume, so the fans can't be mad at us. Spider-Man comics, modern Spider-Man comics, like in today's day and age, are just terrible. Hashtag bring back Dan Slott! He also has his thwipping hands. I thought my camera was going to be over here. Turns out my lens is this way.
Maybe MJ is here.
Hold it! You've changed.
Your own darkness.
Your responsibility doesn't bother you anymore.
It doesn't frighten you anymore.
How could you tell? Because I'm you. No,
I'm me.
I'm me, he says. If not for the reference cutscene in the corner, none of you would have gotten that. So here's the original Peter maffex head sculpt on him, and it doesn't really fit on there, but I mean, you wouldn't have known that if I didn't tell you. However, the one that does fit is the blonde one. So if you have both this guy and this guy, then that will work. So there you go, and that's not too bad looking. What was that voice? That's not too bad, that's not too bad. Sometimes I wish I wasn't internally 12. Here are the Spideys all together. I am missing two. I do have both of the other variants of this guy. I have the original, I think it was 085 of this guy. It's a knockoff, but it's practically the same thing. And then I have the comic paint variant of this guy, which I think is 175. I also got a pair of web grabbing hands, or thumbs up hands as I typically use them as. Look at that, giving you a thumbs up to let you know everything's okay, even though he's slowly dying on the inside. And he also comes with magnetic hands and feet. Yeah, I don't ever really use these. Nothing against them, but they just never stick to anything. that, you know, can actually hold up the figure's weight, if that makes sense. The figure also comes with 2 other accessories. Those accessories being another mask option, and then a third mask option. Now, here's the funny thing about these masks. Now, for anyone who's a little confused as to what the point of the mask is, I think that's what the kids would call a dream reference. Anyways. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I almost threw up. I had to make a dream reference. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about all that. Wild. Anyways, so the thing about these different head accessories is that they're not different expressions like I thought they were at first. They're actually different artist renditions of what Ben Reilly has looked like throughout the years of comic books. So essentially, like, the different artists that would draw him would give him different eyes sometimes. And so this first one right here, I'll try to see if I can find some pictures of this one, because these 2 are the ones I don't really recall. Like, I think I recall this one, but not quite this one. And that's the one that the figure comes packaged with. This one, I think, is the one everyone will remember. These are the very iconic Ben Reilly mask eyes. And I'll try to see if I can find, like, the different artists and names and the way they drew them, but essentially, to give you an idea, I'm pretty sure the Maffex Spider-Man is based off of Todd McFarlane, and I think he might be the one who did the really pointy eyes, because these are very, what's the guy's name? Spawn? Very Spawn-esque? I don't know. I don't know. But I like that they give you different options for each mask. That's kind of cool. Now, even though these aren't supposed to be different expressions, you could very well have these be different expressions, especially the way he's animated in Spider-Verse. Now, in Spider-Verse, he always has this mask on, but something about the way the eyes were animated, I don't know, I feel like this would be his angry eyes if I were to do that for him, if that makes sense, you know? But the figure also comes with some other accessories. What would a Spider-Man figure be without his web accessories? Marvel Legends? Look at all this spaghetti. Good. So he's got the basic web accessories. These are 2 web shooting effects. These are the short versions. Then he's got the 2 longer versions. Then he's got these 2, these are grabby webs or pulley webs. I don't really know which one to call these, but essentially the figure will just grab down on them. I don't know. I'm sure I'll have pictures to show off. He's got this really cool one, which is the web kind of twisted up, which is very Todd McFarlane-esque, the way he would draw Spider-Man in the webs. And then he's also got these ones, which I think are supposed to go... These are also supposed to be, like, kind of curled around his fists really a bit more. Something about the way Todd McFarlane drew Spider-Man, the way he would swing around, like, I just love that, because he always drew Spider-Man's webs like spaghetti, and there was just something about him that I really liked. They weren't just like plain, it wasn't just a plain straight line with a little bit of detail. It was like, there was a lot more going on, if that makes sense. Anyways, moving on. Spider-Man's always been a lone wolf, but then at some point he got everyone's favorite little bro, Miles Morales. But before there was little bro Miles, there was another Spider.
You got it!
There was the closest thing Peter's ever had to a brother, Ben Reilly. And it was a pretty quaint little duo. I gotta say, it was fun kind of having there be a second Spidey around, running around, helping Peter out whenever he needed. But then, for whatever reason, we decided there'd be this huge debate over which one of these guys was the real one. So then Marvel said, skip it, we'll make the decision for you. Peter's going on to not be Spider-Man anymore, and now this guy's gonna be Spider-Man. Well, no one liked that, so we had to bring Peter back, deal with his child, if you get what I mean, and then kill off Ben Reilly. So we're gonna pull a Marvel Comics and throw this guy in a smokestack and just forget he happened. But of course, with everything Marvel Comics, we can't have anything good, and it was decided that Ben Reilly would be brought back to life, and would then be character assassinated, and it was rather unfortunate. Ben was just not a fun character anymore in the comics. He was kind of a jerk to Peter for no reason. He was really kind of rude to other people around him, and then on top of that, he then became a villain. Yeah, I don't know what Marvel Comics was thinking, but then again, I don't know what they're thinking half the time when they do comic books anymore. But Ben has kind of had a reinsurgence of popularity ever since his, I'm gonna say, really wild depiction in Across the Spider-Verse. Like, Ben Reilly's not usually that moody, but I mean, it was kind of funny how they played him up. He was definitely an edgy, like, early 90s version of Spider-Man, which I find kind of funny. All in all, I think this is a great figure. Yeah, I'm kind of not super excited about getting the same mold a 6th time, but I mean, you know what? Whatever. It looks cool. I love it. I definitely recommend it, and I'd get it while you can. Especially because the Marvel Legends one, in my opinion, just doesn't look quite as good as this one. So, I mean, hey, up to you, though. Your wallet, not mine. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know I sound very tired. It's because I am. But really appreciate if you guys would stay behind and look at the photo gallery. Look at the photo gallery. I had way too much fun taking pictures of this guy. Expect more from me in the future, not less. And again, I really appreciate you for watching the video. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to leave a comment. You don't need to like the video. I just thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch the video. Alright, well, I better go before I pass out on camera. Love you guys. Thanks again.